Hello everybody! Welcome back to my page. I'm Laura with Chocolate Designs. Say hello when you jump on. Hit that heart button for me. Let me know that you're here and that you're watching right now. Y'all, I have got another fantastic project for you tonight. I've been working on this for a while now. Today, just getting things prepped up so it would be a little bit shorter of a video today than what it was. Well, the two-parter that we just finished. So in just a second, I'm going to have a keyword pulled up here. Type in that keyword and you'll have the supply list sent to your messenger of all of the things that we're using tonight. So the keyword tonight is lemon, L-E-M-O-N. Type lemon in the comments. Let me see if I can find all my friends here. Wow, I feel like I'm really crooked tonight. You guys, I feel like I'm going downhill. Maybe that's better. I don't know. My head's cut off again. Even though I tilted my camera up, I can't seem to get it right, but at least I'm not backwards, right? Okay. Hi, Rhea. Hello, Melissa. Hi, let's see. Hi, Mary and Wendy. Hi, J.A. Murray. Hello, Leanne and Joanne. Hello, Kelly. Hi, Kim. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Carol and Pam and other Carol. Hi, Diana. Lemon is the keyword for tonight. You guys type that in there as you're jumping on. Say hello. Type in the keyword. Okay, so you guys, I'm super, super excited about this project. I really, really am. I've been working on this already for a few hours, just kind of figuring out all the fine details and trying to put all the pieces together as to how I want this to turn out. And it's going to be fabulous, y'all. When I take time ahead of time to really, really, really think it out thoroughly, then we get something amazing. Okay, so lemon is the keyword. Make sure that you type that in the comments. Again, I'm Laura. Okay, so you guys, let's take a look at what we've got here that we're working with. Hey, Rachel. We're going to start off, and I'm not going to show you guys everything just yet. Okay, we're going to start off small and simple. So this right here is just a board that I picked up at the Hobby Lobby, and it came in a 3-pack. And you guys, you can use them either way. The front side here, or you can turn it around and you can actually use the back side as well. So this is reversible. And I went ahead and I just painted this with Waverly in the color Ivory. Okay, Ivory. You're getting a Chardonnay? I love it. Oh, thank you. So you guys, I did paint this with Ivory, but I'm going to go over it really quickly because it's a little bit rough and I should have sanded it first. But with a very fine grit sandpaper, just to kind of smooth it out just a little bit to make sure that I don't have any runs with my transfer, okay? Because it just felt like it was a little bit rough. Thank you, Ruth. Hi, Jennifer. Hello to everybody as you guys are jumping on. Please do say hello. And I did practice today, you guys. I practiced with my my new brad nailer today, and I went outside and I wore safety glasses this time, and I went outside and I practiced with it, and I think I mastered it. I think I figured out all the things that I did wrong. At least most of them. You don't have Hobby Lobby in Canada? Oh no, Lise. I didn't realize that you don't have a Hobby Lobby in Canada. Hobby Lobby is fantastic. Can you order online and have anything shipped to Canada, or do they not even ship there? Hi, Vicky. All right, so now that this is good and sanded, hey, Sharon, I do need my glue gun tonight. Faux show. Need my glue gun, and hopefully I've got enough battery on my glue gun. So I'm just wiping off all of that excess dust from my sander. I now have this looking fantastic, and it's smooth as peanut butter. You guys, the smooth peanut butter. And that's how you want it before you use a transfer, because the smoother your design, the less chance you're going to have of having any kind of bleeds. Pam Powers, she said, I got my new transfers today. Okay, so listen, I'm going to go ahead and say this. If you are a Chalk Couture designer, okay, and you ordered the Quick Shop pack of the new transfers, I want you to look and see if you got the sunflower one. If you did not, please note that they are aware that they were missing and they are sending it out to you and you don't need to do anything, okay? But some of them were missing. I think most of them, if not all of them, were missing a transfer from that Quick Shop pack. They're aware and they're taking care of it, okay? All right, now that we've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and just take some surface wax and put it on a waxing applicator. And we're just going to wax this up because we did paint it first. And this is going to get it nice and smooth. Thank you so much, Melanie. I've had this shirt for a while now. A long while. I dug it out of the bottom of my drawer this morning. Because I have stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of t-shirts. No kidding. All right, so we're going to give this a good wax all the way through to protect that paint that we had on there. And then we're going to use a towel or something, and we're just going to buff that wax right back off. Yeah, Cece is on top of it. Faux show. Faux show. Hi, Elizabeth. All right, we're going to buff that right back off. You guys, I am buffing like crazy. I'm putting a lot of pressure on here. You cannot over buff your wax. You just can't. It's not possible. So buff, 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 buff until it feels like there is nothing left on there. I promise you there is. And there's just enough to do the job, okay? So never think that you've taken it all off and try to reapply. If you hold it up, you'll be able to see that there's definitely some shine to there. The wax is where it needs to be. Okay. Y'all, that's non-alcoholic, just so you know. All right, so here's the transfer we're using tonight. It is super stinking cute. It's called Fresh Lemons. And I will tell you guys that I had planned on using a different surface, but both of the ones that I had in my inventory that I wanted to use are currently out of stock on the website. So, oh yes, my son was very glad I went to school with him today. He told Dad all about it when he got home. So, it doesn't quite fit on here all the way, but that's okay. We're just going to leave off this part right here that says finest quality, tree ripened lemons, 100% natural. Get your club package today, FYI, if anyone has, oh, Donut Give Up from 2018 there. Oh, I bet they are. I did not say that. Oh my gosh, this flavor is called Orange Kiss. No, I didn't say that. Your name is Jackie, right? That's your first name, Jackie. Please, please, please tell me that's right. Because if so, it's going to be easy for me to remember because that's my mom's name. I think it's Jackie. I think somebody said it was Jackie. Thank you, Bonda. Yes, you guys, today is mine and John's 14-year anniversary. And he brought home Saganos for dinner because we love us some Saganos. But we just don't celebrate 14 for some reason. We don't celebrate. We didn't get each other cards or nothing. We just know we love each other. And then we're not going anywhere, and that's good enough. Mama's in the house! Your favorite flavor. Thank you, Belia! All right, so we're going to use our fuzzing cloth. We're going to put a lot of fuzz down on here before we put it on there. Thank you, everyone. And give this thing a good little fuzz. And just pick up a bunch of lint on here to just lessen that adhesiveness a little bit. Okay, thank you, everybody. 14 years, I cannot believe it. 14 years. Whew, and time has flown. All right, let's put this thing right in the middle here. I want all of where it says fresh. I also want it centered in the middle here. So we're going to move it over so that our edges kind of match up in size. Oh my goodness. Right about there. We're going to come down here. And I think I'm going to go right there. Okay. Thank you. Your 48th is on Father's Day and Dale won't even be home for it. Dale, I'm sure he's working to make you some money to spend, right, girl? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lisa Marie. Yeah, I did post pictures on there of me and John. One of them was actually before our first ever date, and the other one was taken just this year. Gonna be 22 years for you this year on June 26th. Oh my gosh. Well, happy anniversary to you early. Okay, so we've got this all pressed down here. We're actually going to use the same transfer twice for this project. So bear with me here, as at first it might not quite look like what you would expect, okay? So we're going to go with Dune first. Dune, okay? Dune is not as light as our background color, but it's kind of similar to the color that we have on the background, but I want to be able to see it, okay? Trust the process here, you guys. Trust the process. This is really, really dried out. And I do not want it that dry. So we're just going to add a little bit of water first and give it a stir. As your jars start to get more and more empty, you'll notice that your paste can start to dry out a little bit faster. Just because there's more air in there when you close it, right? It makes total sense. There's less product and there's more air. It just happens. So all you gotta do is give it a little spritz of some distilled water and a stir. Bring it back to life. And if your stir stick doesn't work very well, you can always use your multi-tool. That's what the one end of it is made for, okay? The best color for, oh, I missed that. What is the best color for skin tone? For skin tone, I would mix Dune, white, and a little bit of peachy keen. That's what I would do. But that's if you're going for, like, my skin tone. You guys, there's skin tones of all different colors all over the world. And it really depends on what skin tone you're looking for. You add some brown to it if it's going to be a little darker. Add some camel to it if you want it to look more tan. If you're going more for the Central American look. Whatever you need to do. It's really hard to tell you a skin tone because you guys, skin tones, everybody has a different skin tone. But my skin tone would be Dune, white, and peachy keen. All right, here we go, you guys. I'm just going to grab my squeegee again, pick up a little bit of this Dune on my squeegee, and we're going to squeegee this right through that transfer, but I'm only going to do the part that has the lemons. I should write a book. Only the part that has the lemons, okay? I'm not going to do the words in Dune. Hi, Melinda. I got to be correct on here. Like political, I don't know. There's so much negativity in Facebook that I have to be careful what I say, because if I don't specify that my skin tone's not the only one, there's going to be a troll in the comments yelling at me for... You guys, that's how it goes. Hi, Logan, are you out of school now, bud? All right, so we're just going to do Dune throughout all of those lemons. You guys know our lemons are not going to be Dune colored. Just trust the process, okay? I need to know where it's at. And how I'm getting this all over my hands already, I don't know. And all over the side of the jar. Don't know how I did that. Okay, here we go, y'all. Now we're going to pull this up. And what this did was it created an outline for us where we can color, okay? So now you can see where all of that lemon is right there. Color, it's plaster. No, it's ivory from Waverly is the color of this base. Okay, so you guys can very easily see those lemons on there, but it does kind of, it will blend into the background once we get the rest of it done, okay? Hi, Cindy. All right, so if you're new to my page, these are reusable silk screen transfers. I'm going to go ahead and just lay this down on a cloth. I'm going to spray it down. We're going to come back in just a couple of minutes, and we're going to wash that. and we're going to use it again. Simple, 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 easy to wash, but if you spray it down first, it's all over my thumb, it's all over everything. Yes, thank you. It's everywhere. It's like glitter sometimes. It's all over this finger too. What did I do with that? Got your... Oh, thank you, Ruth. I'm glad that that came for you. All right, let's give this a really, really good dry. It does look good. It looks cool in that color, doesn't it? We want this to be nice and dry before we move on to the next step, okay? All right. It doesn't take long. Hi, Ro. Hello, Donna and Carlene. All right, you guys, so I've got a whole bunch of colors out here because I like variety in colors when I'm coloring in a transfer. So I've got some bark, of course, for the branch there. I have 2 different colors of green for my leaves. And then I have 3 different colors, believe it or not, 3 different colors for my lemons because I want them to have that texture and I want them to have that contrast in there. And so we're going to do Sunny Side, which is the middle one, Bumblebee, and a little bit of papaya in there too to make our lemons. It will look like a shadow, yes. So here's what I want to do, you guys. We're going to color with these, but I want to kind of watercolor with them a little bit. Where are my trays at? There they are. And so I've got these little color trays that are amazing. Amazing. So I'm going to grab out a little bit of these colors. Y'all, stir sticks galore. And it's not going to take much. It's not going to take much at all because we're going to water it down. So there's a little bit of sage. You guys can absolutely get the paste singles for this if that works. Elisa Marie says, I love this process. All right, so there's some sage. We're going to go with some pesto. And again, y'all, there's not a whole lot here to color in, so you don't need a ton. Some pesto. Okay, we're going to go with some bark for that branch. Right there, some bark for the branch. This surface is just from Hobby Lobby. It's a wood, an unfinished wood board piece that I found. It came in a 3-pack. All right, we're going to go with some this one is Sunny Side. Now I'm going to grab out a little bit more Sunny Side because we're going to do the majority of our lemons in Sunny Side. And I probably still have too much there. The word is lemon. Hi, Loretta. The word for tonight is lemon. We'll get some Bumblebee, which is just a little bit darker of a yellow than what that Sunny Side is. And last but not least, we're going to add some papaya to this. And I only need a little smidge of papaya. I'm not going to use much papaya at all, but it's just going to be enough to give it a little bit more of, like I said, contrast. Ugh, there we go. So you guys, literally, that's all the color that we're going to need. What's in these little bitty color trays. And we're going to carefully add a spritz of water to each one of these colors, okay? Okay, here we go. I need paintbrushes. I need a whole bunch of paintbrushes. Let's find some good ones and hope I don't drop them in my drink because I almost did. I have a bunch, but I also have favorites. And I don't want any that are too big. Yes, holy moly, you guys. Laura's got a lot of paintbrushes. I want one for each color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's find one more. Watch my favorite one not be in here. Sure, let's go with that one. Sure. All right, so we've got a paintbrush for each color. I'm going to go ahead and start over here because I'm right-handed. That way I'm not putting my arm through the transfer as I go through. If you're left-handed, then start on your right side, work your way to the left. If you're right-handed, start on the left and work your way to the right so you're not putting your arm through it. I'm sure any of you who are a teacher or were teachers, then you know that. Got some amazing wood rounds and squares from Hobby Lobby at half off. They were not from their normal wood line. Huge, beautiful wood pieces. Ooh, I bet I know exactly which ones you're talking about because I've been there. I've been there. I was there today. They're in the spring collection instead of the wood line. I know right what you're talking about. All right, we're going to go ahead and add some of this sunny side to that water. Okay, and we're just going to start coloring in all of that lemon, staying within the lines of where that dune is located. Okay, so we're just coloring now. Simple and easy to do. And I'm going to do this whole thing first. I'm going to do all my lemons first in Sunnyside, and then come back over the top of it with my other colors just to give it some definition. So this is my base color for my lemon. Okay, and I don't even need for it to dry. You decided they need bigger carts, huh? Oh, Pam, I completely understand that. Completely understand that. Don't know if you have more shirts or if you have more paintbrushes. Girl, I get it. I completely get it. So this one right here, I'm not going to use papaya on this lemon. I only want the papaya to be up here at the top of these other lemons where you can see where it's connected to the tree. This one, you really can't. This wood piece is 10 by 10. All right, so we're going to come back in here now with this bumblebee color. Oh, I have too much on my brush. And I'm just going to kind of blend this in a little bit here at the top to make it a little bit different. And then I think I want to put some bumblebee right there in the middle. And a little shadowing right along the bottom of this lemon. Okay, just gives it some detail, some definition, so that it doesn't look quite so flat. You guys see that? Love it! Pastor's making me some of the donut cutouts. Oh, yay! Love that for you, Carol. All right, now I'm just going to lay my paintbrushes right down there on top of their colors, and we're going to continue to move from this side to the next side so I don't put my arm in it as it dries, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing with the leaves, just mixing that sage first into the water to make it more of a watercolor consistency, or at least a paintable paste, okay? And we're going to come back through and we're going to do, oh, that paintbrush has got like a funky piece that might mess me up. Okay, so we're just adding some color to our leaves and staying, again, within the lines that we created with our transfer on the outside. Now, you don't have to paint in between all the little lines on the inside of it. But it's going to give you a guide for where you want your paint to be. All right, so we've got our sage on there. Then let's come in with a little bit of pesto, which is a darker green. And again, just giving this a little bit more definition in some spots. Because I don't like my leaves to all be one single color. I have a steady hand, do I? Let's get some of that darker green right there in the center too. Now this whole process comes to life when you lay the transfer back down. Trust me on that. Okay. Ooh, that looks so good. All right, let's do our 3 top leaves quick so that I can keep my hand down here on the bottom after we finish those. And we're just going to do the same thing for all 3 of those leaves. Starting off with the sage. Gosh, that part of my paintbrush is going to drive me insane. This one might not even get washed. I might just trash it because it's got that one part that's just going to, it's going to bother me every single time that I use it. Yeah, and it's more than just a wild hair. I mean, that's a big one. That's got a thumb. Hi, Lindsay. Thank you. You're really going to love this when you see the whole thing put together because I've got some extra pieces behind me that I've not shown yet that you're just going to love. But y'all have to just trust the process and stick with me. That's the price you got to pay to see it finished, unless you watch the replay and you scroll past and you cheat. Don't cheat. Come live and watch. All right, there's those leaf. Oh, I've got another leaf, but I'm going to save that one for last because it's on my right-hand side. Here we go. Ooh. Way too much on there. Way too much. Just adding some color, y'all. It does not need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be blended even. Trust that just adding a little bit of extra is going to make it a world of difference, okay? You got some news today. What's your news? Spill the tea, Carlene. Spill it. All right, let's do our brown. Yay, Lindsay! I do need to make a shirt that says trust the process. Lisa says, I'm always amazed at the final reveal. Yes. Now for the branch, I'm only doing one color. You can absolutely do espresso and bark if you want to, but it's such a thin piece that I didn't think that you would see that much detail in it. You're moving at the end of next month. What? Oh, I almost lost my paintbrush. Is that a good thing? That sounds like a great thing. I wish I could move to a house with a bigger craft area. Where are you going? You guys, my craft space, my entire office that I work out of, it's literally 9.5 by 9.5 feet. That's it. If y'all think you don't have a lot of space, you don't need a lot of space. I run my entire business out of a 9.5 by 9.5 room. All right, there we go. We've got some brown in there. Now, mind you guys, that because we waxed this, you do need to have your paste a little bit thicker than a normal watercolor paste is going to be, or it won't stick as well because of the wax on there. If you have it too runny, it's not going to stick. Evan is doing okay. No, he does not want to go back to school tomorrow. I do need a pole barn for my craft room. I certainly do. And I want a pole barn for my craft room, but we want to just move houses first. There's a lot of stuff wrong with this house. And we want to get rid of it. But we're just not at that point yet. Not yet. All right. Here we go. Again, sunny side. On the bottom. Covering all of that space where I can see that the background image or the background color. I missed some of my brown and then I put my water. Oh, I put it in the water already. Darn it. Wonder if I can squeeze most of the water out. Look at that, you guys. Not a problem. That worked. The little dog too. Yeah, my little dog. Wait a minute, hold on a second. My little dog? My dog is not little. I must have missed some comments here because I have a big dog. And I forgot to go pick up her medicine today, and I was supposed to. You guys, she's got her flea and tick medicines. Gotta make sure I've got that before 4th of July weekend. Because we're going to be up north in Alpena like we always are. And she likes to go off in the woods and sniff around for a bunch of stuff, so gotta make sure she's on all of her flea and tick preventatives. All right, you guys, here we go. Let's finish this off a little bit. Adding some bumblebee. You guys still with me? Some of you have left. Darn you. Those of you who left, thank you for everybody who stuck around. They're going to come back and they're going to see the end of it. That's how it goes. Or they went to get popcorn. All right, there's the bumblebee. Ooh! And a little bit of papaya. Thank you, Lena. Just a little bit of papaya, you guys. And I actually think I'm going to mix my papaya with my bumblebee. Just to give me kind of an orange-yellow color. Yes! Hi, Brenda. Oh, yeah. Just to darken up that part. Ooh. You guys, my brush did something funky. Ooh, hold on. I need more water. I had a little bit too much papaya right there, so I wanted to fix it. I wasn't loving how that particular spot was looking. Oh, yeah. Maybe a little bit down there, too. Oh, my goodness. Those look like lemons. Thank you. I feel like I need a little bit of papaya on this one, too. A little bit of that lemon papaya color right there at the end. Oh, yeah. This is going to be gorgeous. You have to keep stepping away to see the score of that hockey game. I love that. But I don't love that. Who's winning? All right, you guys, last little leaf here. This is going to be beautiful without a doubt. Sage green for the base color. And then just coming back in with a little bit. And like I said, look, guys, look at how much more paste I still have left in there. It's a ton. You really, really, really only need a little bit if you're going to be using it for coloring, okay? Just a smidge, really, really, really is all that you need. But look at that, you guys. Just adding extra color on there makes a world of difference. It looks crazy right now. It absolutely looks crazy. Let's set this aside for a second. No, let's dry it first. Hi, Becky. Hi, Jeannie. Let's dry it real fast. Then we're going to come back in and we're going to wash our transfer. You love sage? Me too. It's one of my favorite greens. And then we're going to do the entire transfer just in black. Okay? Trust the process here. Trust the process. Okay, let's see if I can get some of this stuff away so it's not all in my face still. All right. Put this over here. Bring this back over, and now we're going to wash this really fast. I lost my whole video. Lost all the comments and everything. I lost you guys. Hold on a second. I got to get you back. What happened here? Am I still live? Oh my gosh. I moved my my mouse and it deleted every single tab I had going. So hopefully I haven't lost you guys and then I'm still live. Okay, we're good. Am I back? Yeah, the Dune blends really, really well. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. I lost you guys. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to clean our transfer really fast. Adding more water on there. Now, this is just tap water. It's not distilled water. And we're just going to wipe off all of that excess paste on the top that we possibly can. That just saves on your board eraser so you don't have to rinse it out quite as much. And then we're going to spray it again. Good. I'm glad I'm still here because it was like all of my tabs and everything shut down. I don't know why. I never left. Good. I only left on my end. Then we're going to use a board eraser. Now, you guys, our board erasers are currently out of stock. I try not to show you guys things are out of stock, but I will not clean my transfers without board erasers. Okay? When they come back in, if you don't have them yet, get them. You need them. They are very, 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 very important. So we're going to do the front side, and then we're going to do the back side. Ooh, need more water. And just clean both sides with that board eraser to get all of that color out of all of that space, okay? Then hold it up to a light and make sure that you've got all of that paste out of the silk screen. Some man started talking. No, it didn't. Really? Can't get rid of you that easy? Good. Glad to hear that. Oh, that's full of dog hair. All right, I don't want to put my transfer back on that one right now. Let's put it on this, which is supposed to be the drying side. They must be coming from the moon. I tell you what, they're going to be here the end of this month. You bought the kit that has them included just to get more. I only have like 3 left, you guys. That's it. So hopefully Hopefully they'll have some at ChalkCon that we can buy and take home. That would be great. That would be great. And then there's a big old... There we go. I got that piece too. Okay, you guys, we're good. This is nice and dry now. Nice and dry. Now we're going to add a little bit more wax to the top of this to protect this. Okay, because we don't want our transfer pulling up all that beautiful color that we just put down. So you're going to add a thin little layer of wax and then buff that as well. All right, now here comes the tricky part. The tricky part is getting this lined back up where you had it. Now, because I used Dune, it should be a little bit easier for me to see where it was at. And now everything is all colored in. So, obviously that's not right because it's going to be like this. I think I have it perfect. Like absolutely perfect. Okay. That wasn't as tricky as I thought. That wasn't that bad at all. Okay, here we go, you guys. Here we go. The entire thing in black. How long do the erasers last? A long time. I mean, I use them until they're pretty much wore out to nothing. Because once they get to a point where... I don't have one in here that's at that point. Once they get to a point where they're about half this thick, because I've used it that much, then I'll start using it to clean my baseboards and my kitchen sink and everything out until else, my bathtub, everything until it just crumbles into pieces and it's no longer good for anything anymore. I use them to the bitter end, like, because they're fantastic for everything. All right. Hi, Dale. All right, you guys, here we go. This time we're going to go over this entire thing with black velvet. So for that, I'm going to grab a small squeegee, which is bigger than our mini. Pick up some black velvet, and I'm going to grab quite a bit of this on my squeegee. And we're just going to make sure that's pressed down flat. We don't have any air bubbles. And we're just going to start squeegeeing it right through our transfer. Don't worry about having too much paste on your transfers, like sitting on your transfer at one time, because you're just going to squeegee it back off anyway. And coming back to your jar a million times to pick up more is kind of a pain in the butt. So put enough on your squeegee to get through the entire project. It won't dry as fast that way. Yours is at the point where it crumbles, then it's probably time to get a new one. And then I'm just going to squeegee off all of my excess. And put it right back in my jar. Got a line right there, so let's get that part out. All right, are we ready? I'm super excited. Are you guys excited? I gotta lay my towel back out first. Here we go, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do it like this so you guys can see it as it comes up. Voila! You don't need to wax a canvas, no. Look how beautiful that is. Look at the color in those lemons. It's absolutely gorgeous. So stinking beautiful. You don't even see the dune that we used at first. We're not done yet though, Nancy. Oh, wait. Oh, you just wait. There's more coming. And it's going to be gorgeous, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Well, look at how beautiful that is. So stinking beautiful. so beautiful. But you guys, just adding those extra colors in those lemons really gives it so much more dimension. Or seriously. So seriously. Thank you. All right, we're going to get this dried up before I accidentally smudge it because I'm known to do that. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Effie. Oh, but you guys, just wait. There's more. Just wait. There's more. The best part is yet to come, believe it or not. I'm super, super excited about how we're going to embellish this thing tonight. Super excited because this is just the picture. Y'all just wait. But I have to make this really, really dry before I show you what we're actually going to put this whole thing on. And now is the time where I can plug in my glue gun and get that fired up and ready to go. All right. Thank you, Janice. So this would be beautiful just like this, right? Just like this, it would be gorgeous. But we're not done. We're not done. Hold on. I got to take a swig. Because when I was at Hobby Lobby, I found something that was beautiful. And I loved it. And I brought it home. And I did stain it already with our Dixie Belle. The No Pain Gel Stain in the color Walnut. Because I didn't want for you guys to have to wait for me to stain this thing. So I did it ahead of time. You guys, take a look at the Farmhouse Charm in this. This is gorgeous, right? It's got all of the chicken wire on there already. On the back side of it, you can see that it's got the hooks on there already. And this thing was like, I don't even know, it was pretty darn cheap at the Hobby Lobby. So this is what we're going to decorate tonight. Are you ready for this? This guy is going to go right in the middle. I'm already excited. Are you guys getting excited? Oh my gosh. This guy is going to go right in the middle. And I'm just going to glue it down with some of my my stick fast, or not, yeah, my stick fast stuff here. What was I just thinking I was going to do? I don't know. Thank you, Ro. Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh, if I can get my stick fast opened. So that looks pretty darn centered right there. So I'm just going to flip this up. And we're going to add some stick fast right there. And right there. And then I'm going to stick that back down. Thank you. I got to make sure that that's, ooh, I should have held it. Should have held it. Yes, I think that that's pretty good right there. Just got to hold it in place. Okay, Jerry. It's probably only touching in these four corners, though. I didn't even think about the fact that it's not going to touch in the middle. Stick Fast is like a wood super glue, okay? So if you're not familiar with it, you can get it on Amazon. It comes like this. I don't know why they put my label on there, but they did. And it does say CA thick on there. But it's like a super glue for wood. It's awesome stuff. But it does take a little bit longer to dry than a hot glue will. Oh boy. Okay. All right, so while we wait for this to dry and set up, I'm going to set it flat down here to let that go and let that kind of cure for a second. And we're going to go ahead and make our bow to go with this while we wait for that to set up, okay? Now, you guys, I'm not the best bow maker. And I think I need your help. All right, hold on. Let's get this back out here. Let's look at our colors because I've got some different ribbon and I'm not quite sure which one I love the most for this project. So we're definitely going to use some yellow. I feel like just a plain yellow ribbon is like a must for this project. And then I have this green here that I absolutely love this green. So we're going to use this green. So pretty. But what I can't decide on though is if I want to use like this burlappy brown color that I've got that's got like a copper edging on it. Do we love that together? And then if we do love that, do we want to add some sheer black and have all four, or do we just want to do the burlap, or do we want to no burlap and just the black? You guys, do we do all four? I think we do all four. Now that I'm looking at it, I have ribbon with lemons on it, but it's not just yellows and greens. It's got other colors like blues and stuff too, and it wasn't going to work with this project. And then it had other, I don't know, I really wanted this one to just be farmhousey, and I thought that was, you're not a fan of the burlap? It's going to be the back. Just 3 of them. So I'm thinking that the bow is going to be like this. So the burlap would be in the back. All 4. A lot of people are saying all 4. Ruth is saying no burlap. Janet's saying no burlap. Let's take a look at it with, and if we don't like it, then we can just take the burlap off. Black checked. I don't think the check is going to look good with the stripe. Personal preference. I feel like having too many patterns is just too much. No burlap. Trust the process, Laura. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it with burlap. We'll do the burlap in the back, and we'll do a separate bow that we can kind of layer behind the other ones. You know, I don't like the shiny on the burlap either, but it's the only burlap oh, here's another. Here, oh, how about this, you guys? What if instead of the burlap, we used this stuff? Do we like the mesh better than the burlap? You guys tell me if you like the mesh better, and I'm going to start working on this particular bow real quick. Now, you guys, I'm not great at trying to teach how to make bows. It doesn't mean that I don't know how to make them, okay? I'm just much better. Oh, I wanted this one first. That one better. Okay, we like that one better. All right. Let's do that then. I am much, much, much better at making bows with my hands without the abracadabra. Jigger. By just doing the pinch, pinch, pull and making sure that they go together. Okay, this I can do. This I can do. 1,000,000 times over, I can do this. Okay. All right, there's one. We're going to do some black. We're going to put the mesh in the back, I think. Yeah, let's do the mesh in the back. Okay. Because here I can gauge how much bigger they are, if they need to be bigger. Thank you, Kim. See, I can do this all day long. All right, let's get the black in here. Pinching that right there. We're gonna make it slightly smaller. Thank you, Bonda. It's trying to teach how to make a bow. That's the struggle for me. It's not actually making one. All right, we've got all of these colors in here. It looks fantastic. Ah! You guys, when I was at that ChalkCon event, I ended up with somebody else's transfer trimmers and they're not sharp anymore. And I don't know what they did to them because mine have been sharp for years and years and years. And I don't know how I ended up with somebody else's. You can't do it this way because your hands ache. I can't do it. You can't hold and pinch and add on. That's like the easiest way for me to do it. All right, I'm going to take a piece of this green right here. Fold it into thirds. And we're just going to put this in the middle. We're going to pinch, 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 pinch right in the middle. And then all I'm going to do is tie this in the back. You can't do it with your hands. That's the easiest way for me to do it is with my hands. If I try to use that Badabra thing, I struggle every time. Yo! See? I can do it this way and it looks gorgeous. Could have made that slightly bigger and cut it off though. Come on, baby. Get there. I want to knot it so that it doesn't fall apart. My nails are in my way. All right, we're just going to put a dab of glue on it. We're just going to put a dab of glue on there just to be sure that that does not fall apart. And then once that glue sets up, then we can do that. Okay. Oh, you guys! I'm not going to fluff that out until all that glue sets up. I have used one. I have one right down here. I have tried to use it. And for some reason, every time I feel like my bows are squished together and I can't get them to fluff the way that I want them to. Every time. I don't know why. I struggle with the Badabra. Okay. Here we go, you guys. Here is this piece. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. I got to get my staple gun out. It's not as dangerous as my other one that I just got yesterday because we're also going to add a whole bunch of floral onto here. Now this should be good and dry. Yes, it is. It's not going anywhere. We're going to let our bow finish doing what it's doing. And you guys, I have got a whole bunch. Oh my goodness, I've got a whole bunch of stuff to go on here. Take a look at this gorgeous pot of different florals. So we've got some lemon picks. I'm probably only going to use 2. I only have 3 because they always say buy in 3s. I'm not going to put a lemon in the center of the bow because they're going to be on the sides. And then I have got this greenery. I don't know if we're going to need more than 1, but I popped 3. And then I've also got these gorgeous florals that we can put in there as well. And they're super beautiful and they're, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited about this. So excited. So let's start to assemble this and put this together. And I'm just going to work in small little parts, one little leaf branch at a time, so that I can tell how I like it and then staple them down. And I'm going to use my bow to hide all those staples, but I definitely do not want to have too much greenery on here either, and it was just too thick the way that it was. Actually, cutting off 2 of those might have just made that how I want it. Let's see. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, you guys, I think that cutting off those 2 made that thin enough. I just needed to prune it. So we'll save these 2 for later and use the other one and just cut a couple off. Oh, that's going to be way too thick, though. All right, we're going to have to cut them in smaller. We got to cut them smaller. Lemon blossoms, yeah. Because there was no way we were going to be able to get those to fall down the way we wanted them to. I don't know. Let's just get them all on there and see how we like it. We've got a lot of stuff here that we're adding together. I also wanted to use some of these florals on here because they're beautiful. Though I just popped the head off of one of them, they're still gorgeous. But I really think that one on each side is going to be plenty, because they're all bunched together just like that, okay? Ooh. And a pick of lemons. Let's see if we should do... All right, you guys, I have an idea. I love my cutters. I love my cutters. Trying to figure out the flower part. Like, I know I want it on there. Ooh, that's... Oh, look at that, you guys! Oh, that's beautiful! Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, because I like the look of how that looks together. Ooh. Maybe. It's too bunched up. It's too bunched up. All right, I gotta put them down individually because it's too bunched up. There's our first one. No, they're not from Amazon. They are from Home Depot, and they are, they're Milwaukee brand. No, they're DeWalt. They're DeWalt brand, and they're fantastic. And I just love them. All right, this one right here wants to go a little bit longer. We're going to let it. So this one you can actually load it first and then come back in afterwards and hit that trigger on there to make it actually fire. Oh, but you were talking about my cutters. Okay, there's those 3. Every time I buy myself one, they disappear. Hubby, oh, he says it's not him. He probably has 3 or 4 pairs in his work. I bet so too. John's got a pair, but his are dull because he's used them so much. And, like, he doesn't touch mine. He knows that I would kick his butt if he touched mine. Though I take his stuff all the time. That's just how it goes. Okay, you guys, I am loving that, or do I love this better? I don't know. Our Lowe's went away. Our Lowe's is gone. We don't have Lowe's anymore. I don't know if it's going to go through here. It didn't. Oh, no. This thing is thick. Let's see if we can make it happen. If not, we'll have to glue it. But it's not going to stay as well with hot glue as it will with one of these. Okay, it still wouldn't go down in there. You guys! Y'all are gonna laugh at me. But I have an idea. Oh no, maybe our bow's not big enough. Okay, our bow's not big enough, so we gotta, shucks, I'm dropping paste. I'm dropping paste. All right. Our bow's not big enough. So we got to cover up those ones with some more down here. And we got to bring our lemons in. We just have to. It's the only way to do it, you guys. We got to make it fuller because our bow's not big enough to cover up all of the staples of the other one. So we cover it up with more branches. I mean, I probably could get longer staples, but for most of my projects, these are about the right size. Okay, so we just made it thicker right there. Hold on, though, because you're going to laugh at me in just a minute. You will. I promise you, you will. All right, we got that part done. Let's do the same on the other side, and then we're going to add our lemons last. Good thing I got 3 of these, because I might need an extra set. All right, Sandy. I know. I tend to go late lately, don't I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I could get my stuff together to do a smaller project. But I get ideas like this and I get excited. I have to be up early to eat too, you guys, just so you know. Because I have kids that are still in school. But this is going to be worth it. Stay with me. Stay with me if you can. You love my big projects? Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. All right, we're just going to move this one down and cover up with the leaves. Because I didn't make the bow overly big this time, which is fine. Just means we get more full greenery. Uh-oh. My staple had stuck. And then I pointed it right at my face just to scare you guys. Because why not? All right, we got lots of leafiness going on right there. That looks beautiful. I love it. Is it even? Yeah, I think I did a fantastic job. I sure did. Okay, you guys, here we go. Here we go. Don't. Hold on. We're gonna use it again. But this time, I know what I'm doing. I know that I've got the teeny tiny staples in here because that's what or brad nailers in here because that's what I was practicing with. And if I can't get it in, oh man, I missed it. That time I got through it. We got the lemons. We're putting the lemons on there, you guys. One way or another. Those lemons are going in. I got it. I told you I've been practicing. Oh yeah, eye safety. I forgot all about that. We got it though. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. I just had to break out the big guns for that one. Look at that. It's not even stuck to my table, you guys. I did well. Oh no, it came up. My nail hit the wire in there and it didn't go all the way in. Well, shucks. I'm not going to do it again, you guys. We're just going to hammer that nail right back down in there and then throw a load of glue over top of it and call it good. I make it happen. That's what I'm doing. Making it happen. All right, let's fluff our bow out now. Oh, it's beautiful. You guys. Take that, you nail. Absolutely. I'm loving the bow so much. So much. Thank you, Lynn. I do need to cut off these extra little pieces back here, though, because I feel like they're going to show. Yay! And I'm going to add some glue right to the top of that lemon there, just to be sure that that is going to stay where we want it to stay. We'll put our pretty bow right in the middle. Press and hold. You want a nail gun? Go get you a nail gun. Ain't no shame in it. Oh my goodness. The mesh ribbon matches the... I think so too. I think it looks fantastic. I just got to I put a lot of hot glue on there. John got me a sander for Christmas. I need my own little woodworking workshop. Oh, that's still wet. I put a lot of glue on there, you guys. A lot of glue. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. I am in love with this. I do need a she shed. I need a she shed, a woodworking shed, a barn, a storage shed, and all the sheds. I need every inch of my property should store something. Okay, you guys. I think it's complete. I think that it's beautiful. Here's our finished project. What do you guys think? Is it like perfect? Is it perfect? Yay! Staple my bow on. I could probably do that. Just to be sure that it doesn't come off in the sun. Throw a couple more in for good measure. There we go. Just to be sure. Thank you. I'm glad you guys love it. I'm super excited about it. Oh, I think it's perfect. Yes! All right, you guys, that's our project for tonight. Wow, we went for an hour and a half again. Sorry, you guys, that we went over an hour, but I think it was well worth it. I think this turned out beautiful. I don't think it could have been any better than what it is. And I'm super, super excited for it. So, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I so appreciate you guys coming on here with me every single night. If you're interested in what I do in the silkscreen transfers, please let me know. We do have a program where you can get a discount on all your orders all the time. And if you need anything at all, just let me know that too, you guys. Send me a message and I'll get back with you as quickly as I can. But after my live, I generally do turn my phone to silent mode. Sorry, y'all. I got to go to bed at some point in time. You guys are fantastic. The wooden frame is from Hobby Lobby. You guys type the word, oh my gosh, type the word lemon into the comments for the supply list for all the things that I'm using tonight. It also tells you where I get some of the things, okay? All right, y'all. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody.